Episode 3. Small talk.
Tall tales.
Hey.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
And I got a camera on me today, so that's good. So we'll make a quick intro before we let you guys talk about yourselves and how you guys rocked Chicago. But I am Anthony Renato. I am the producer here with you guys. I own a collectible shop. It's in the background here in Baton Rouge. So I've been blessed to be on this journey with you guys and happy to be your guys' producer. So we're going to tell some cool stories, small talk, and tall tales. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
and
go.
one, we're very thankful for Anthony. So thank you. And he's not the mysterious man. Now there's a camera on
Name
him.
to the face. There we go.
Yeah, but you believed in us from the beginning, so
That's right.
I appreciate it.
That's it. The Sandy
Thank
Tiggs,
you.
baby. Let's go. Yeah. Chicago, though, that was a lot of fun. I got to go on that trip. Our team was up there. You guys did your thing.
Yo,
Congratulations, first and foremost.
Chicago.
Chicago is just the best place ever, and I always feel like at the end of the Chicago event, you fall on the sand or I fall on the sand, but one of us is always, we can't even walk by the end just because
Yeah, I was dead.
Yeah, you were dead.
I was dead.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That was a lot of volleyball.
Yeah.
And it was hot.
It was kind of hot.
And you guys had to come out of the contenders, right? Obviously, that's always a little bit of a challenge.
We
so.
like to do that
Yeah,
there.
that's good. Sometimes you got to make it tough. That's fun. Yeah. So back-to-back champs, though. That's pretty cool. Is that the first time you guys have done? Oh no, you guys did Atlanta too. That's right, this year, right?
No,
Oh,
we-
it wasn't back. There was a year.
Yeah, it
there
wasn't
was
back
a
to
year in
back.
between.
So this is the first time back-to-back.
Shoot, yeah.
I thought
Good
that was
job.
pretty cool.
Good work.
Yeah. I thought, I mean, obviously you're wearing the Chicago
Heck yeah.
one that we did before the tournament, but I was like, we probably should do something else after. That was kind of cool. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if people would be interested in that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's whenever you like win a championship in all other
Right.
sports, immediately it's like on the field, shirt.
Yeah.
Or just anywhere you are on the court, shirt.
I'm hella superstitious, so I didn't have Mikey do the back-to-back or the champs or anything like that. But like I told him, I was like, if you guys are okay with it, if we get approval, I think him doing a cool, even a design on like other champions back-to-back stuff.
I got it.
Let's go.
I already
I
know.
love it. I love it. Light bulb.
I know what the back-to-back shirt's gonna look like.
Oh.
I just got a vision. I'm like Raven, you know? Like, did you watch That's So
That's
Raven? Where
So
it's like,
I love it. I wish we could do like post-production. We just do the idea. That'd be incredible.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited to hear the ideas.
all right, I got it.
All right. So we love Chicago. You guys, your fans were absolutely incredible. That was so fun to see and experience.
Yeah,
TKN
that
was wild.
The TKN chant, that was a different TKN chant we've experienced like just everyone in the crowd like TKN. This time it was like all parts of the stands.
That
Like
was
one
cool.
part was a T, then it went to a K, and then an N, and it was just like around the entire stadium.
And wasn't it
That
the
was
triplets
wild.
that started
And yeah,
it?
the triplets from that we met at Sandbox in Ohio. Like we went and did a clinic out there, and it was just they started it, and that just made it even more special. It like wasn't even like family that started it.
love
It
it.
was people that we have met along this journey. And
They also kept saying skyball, and I don't know how to skyball. I can't. I don't know how to. They have like the big, beautiful blonde.
This is the
curly
triplets?
hair. Yeah, the
Yep,
triplets.
triplets.
Yeah.
Can you tell that quick story? So you guys did a clinic up in Ohio, and then what?
Yeah, their family owns the complex area. So then we were with them for the clinic, and then they took us to sushi after.
Nice.
And it was just a blast. They're an awesome family, huge fan of them. And then they come to Chicago every year. And then they were like, oh, we're so going to be in Chicago. We're going to be screaming skyball. At the end of the clinic, they tried to teach me how to skyball, and I'm horrible at it.
Love that.
And that's their thing. Like you end on a skyball or like always at their complex.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So
still
you got to
not-
work on the skyball.
I do.
That's what we took from this.
But how like
No,
how rare is that in any other sport that you get to go like interact with like just fans of the sport like that? Like no other sport I don't think does that. Like
No.
that is like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I love
It's
beach volleyball
special.
for that. I really do. I think that like you guys, the way that you guys give access to the fans have access to you guys. Like they're on the courts with you pretty much. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can definitely hear the chatter when they're talking or especially all the boxes down below.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people there, but you can hear all those conversations, or maybe my ears are just really good, but I could hear everything that people were talking about.
I love it. Those things are fun too. Those little cabanas.
Yeah.
Those are nice. Yeah, and you could hear the TKN on the broadcast too. Like that was a lot of fun. And like you said, it was. So I didn't even realize it because the media team was in there for that. It was a championship game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were telling me, they were like, it was from all the sections. Like that's got to be so chilling for you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Chilling.
Like chills.
Yeah.
Was that like?
Oh my gosh, the understatement. Yeah.
I
Yes.
think before we actually went out for that game, when they were like doing the player intros or whatever, I just like was looking around, and I don't even know if you can see in the broadcast, but I like put my head down like before, because I literally was like, oh my goodness, I'm like tearing up a little bit.
Oh,
like
I love
it
that.
was just like a special moment of just like, oh my gosh, this is wild.
That's got to be pretty surreal from you guys, because obviously you guys had 80 to 100 people, and they were in that section, you know, behind there. But for the championship game, that place was clearly for you guys. So I think that's so cool that like the U.S. is coming on board for you guys. You guys are developing this like network of fans and stuff like that, and they're really showing out. Like that's so fun for you guys.
I think you said it's so surreal. She's gonna start crying.
Oh, let's go.
But yeah,
Tears.
no, it is just, it's so
No,
surreal.
they're all happiness. But,
All right, we're gonna take a slight pause because
We'll just take a deep
okay,
breath.
it was.
We want to
were
take a
just
sip
sitting,
of your water.
yeah.
I can, thank you.
I can't.
But no, we were just sitting in the box, and Drew just stopped talking. Whatever we were talking about, he looks at us and he's like, "Y'all, what did you do to this sport?"
I love it.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It's a good
Yeah.
thing I have sunglasses on. I got goosebumps.
Yep.
It was a lot.
No, and it's funny that he says that, because I mean, a big reason that I've told you guys this, and I have believed in you guys from the jump. You guys are different. Your energy about you guys are different. I was telling Eric this week, you know, this past weekend or whatever. The way you guys care about each other, your fans care about you guys, you care about your fans. It's so authentic and genuine. So I think that's what where the energy comes from. So I think it's easy for people to get on board. I love it. Yeah.
Shoot, we're a family, man.
Fam, let's go.
We're a family.
So talk to me. We were just talking earlier too about how you guys had to come out of the contenders bracket. What happened in between the semis and the finals?
Oh my goodness. So there was so we had 3 games. We
That
played.
look, just in general, that's perfect.
It
We're
was
gonna,
just
we're gonna
that- I
bring
was
that
like-
back on the podcast too. Like,
Yeah.
that's so great.
But
Well, I just care so much about her. So whenever she's like not okay, I'm like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
well, just like last year, Chicago, we had 3 matches, and not all of them went 3 sets, but they were like battles. So after our semis match, we knew it was going to be a quick turnaround to the finals. We only had like maybe hour and a half, like before we had to like get out on the court, do warm-ups. And I could just like, you know, when your like body, you can just like feel cramps like coming on. You like know like, oh my goodness, my toes may be about to like curl over. Like you can just feel it. It's on the brink. And at the end of at the end of our semis, it kind of did start curling over a little bit, and I was like, oh no. So her mom is just like heel all. She like saves me at all these tournaments.
She's the world's best.
I love it.
Yeah. So right after she like points, you can probably see it on, I don't even know if you can see it on the broadcast. You may be able to, but she like literally makes eye contact with her mom and is like, to the players' tent, like get to the tent.
My mom sprints down like
on it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're like going to the athlete's tent where they have the medical stuff, and we're like, can we use one of these tables? And she just starts, because my like foot started the like arch of my foot started cramping. She starts like sticking needles in it. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like finally starts to release a little bit. Then I'm like, y'all, I'm just so tired. She starts getting me food. Drew starts putting a bunch of like liquid IV and stuff in drinks. My mom comes over. She's trying to get me food. She starts putting water in. So there's just like all these people just like around me, just like helping me get like electrolytes, getting food in me. Her mom's like doing massages on my legs and
I love it.
everything. Then
Like an hour later.
Is she an
people are-
acupuncturist? Like, what's?
Yeah,
oh,
she
okay,
is.
okay.
And then
not just
Yeah, chiropractor, acupuncturist.
Okay,
so I'm
cool,
very,
cool.
very lucky that I
Yes,
get
yeah.
treatment whenever. And she just treats us on the road.
Yeah,
It's
that's unbelievable.
fantastic.
Yeah, that is.
But like an hour later, everybody's like, "So Taryn, are you good?" I'm like, "I'm over here just eating my peanut butter and jelly sandwich." I'm like, "I'm good. Take care of her."
But yeah, so after that, we're like, that happens for like 30 minutes. Then it's like, you know, we probably should do like a cold tub. So my mom takes off back to the hotel. She meets my dad up. They're making a cold tub in like their room at the Drake. I like me and Drew walk over. Drew's like holding all my stuff. I walk in. I immediately, I still have like sand all over me from the semis game. I just hop in the cold tub, the freaking freezing cold tub. I'm sitting in there for like, actually, I don't think I made it for 10 minutes, but I'm in there for like maybe 8 minutes. Finally, me and Drew are walking back, and on the walk back, you know, I'm like, y'all, we're about to be like, in this conversation in my head, I'm like, we're about to be on ESPN Live. I'm like, if they tune in and this finals does not happen because I cramp out, like, this is gonna suck. So I'm like, just mentally just like pull it together, Kristen, like mind over matter, like your body's gonna be okay. But in the back of my head, I'm like, is it actually gonna be okay? I'm like,
God.
I don't know. In the warm-ups, I think I took one jump. I'm like, Brandy and Melissa have to look over and be like, why the heck is Kristen like
They're
not
like,
doing
who should
anything?
we serve? The person that's jumping every ball or the one that can't walk?
Right.
Taryn's like out there warming up by herself. I'm like putting sunscreen on. It was the longest sunscreen spray of my life because I'm
Milking
like,
it.
oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Spray.
Yeah.
The whole bottle's gone. I'm like,
And
your
she-
body's like 1/18th.
Yeah.
She was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just spraying sunscreen. I got a sunscreen up. Like, calm down.
That's exactly what she said to me. I was like, oh yeah, calm down. Okay.
Calm down. Yeah, but my teammate has I'm concerned.
Thank you.
Yes.
So then, yeah, after she blocked the last point, thankfully, I was like, oh, thank God. And was done. But yeah, it was a wild, I'm telling you, if there was a camera just watching everything that happened from the semis to the finals, it was hilarious and kind of wild.
That's
But,
the best. That's the kind of stuff that people
it.
do not know when they watch on ESPN. That's
had no-
incredible.
no
I
idea.
should have been filming it because it was just so hectic. And the fact that like right after the game ends and I look up at my mom and she is like straight looking at me and I was like, tent now. And she's like, I need your mom.
That's awesome that you really do have like a chiropractor, acupuncturist pretty much as part of the team.
Oh yeah.
Wow. You guys are incredible. I love it. Just layers unfolding as I hear all this stuff. And wait, did you guys get drug tested or blood work or something along those lines?
Oh.
I'm sure that didn't help with if that was the case. I don't know.
Wait, that was on the way to Chicago, yeah?
Yeah.
So we were going to World Champs, which is in Mexico.
Okay,
The
yeah.
altitude is like unbelievably high. So they're recommending that we get all of our blood work done. And we had to do a blood and urine test before we left. And we got our results back. And it was
This
just
is like USA Volleyball, just making sure like
right,
our
right.
levels
Everything
are
is
fine,
fine.
just leading up into World Champs.
Got you. Okay.
but we both get our results back on our phone. It's like a little app.
Yeah.
And I pull mine up and I'm like,
This is like while we're in the airport going to Chicago. Like
literally lined up.
Yeah, we're lined up about to board, and this is us.
I was like, you want to compare numbers?
Right.
Does everything have to be
Everything's
a
a competition. You guys are just athletes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
When she's like, I got 4.2, I'm like, oh dang it, I got 4. It's literally like the entire
I'm like,
time.
I beat you.
You guys don't even know
yes.
what you're measuring. You're like, mine's higher, but maybe yours is not supposed to be higher.
See, no, but we looked it up to see who was supposed to be higher. And it was so ridiculous because I was like saying these medical terms or just reading them.
Right.
I was like, I have no idea what
don't know
this
what this
means.
is.
Who
Yeah.
cares? But like, we had to compete on that. That's
Yeah.
just, it's
It's incredible.
ridiculous.
That's what you guys do, though.
Yeah, everything's a
But
competition.
who won?
Taryn definitely won.
Your numbers were better.
Definitely
Overall,
won.
what was better?
Everything.
Everything, just better.
I have better
definitely-
blood.
Healthier.
There was
Healthier,
definitely
we'll
more
say that.
times of Taryn going like, yes,
Okay.
instead of me. But hey, it happens.
Yeah. And that was on the way to Chicago? This wasn't the plane ride back from Germany, though, right? This was a different plane ride. I was like, there's a lot of things going on in planes for you guys, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, we
The smelly guy on the plane. Talk to me about it.
smelly guy in the plane.
Kristen's
oh my
best friend.
gosh. So we're coming back.
Speaking of best friends, I might not have one.
Right,
I know.
right.
Story.
Oh, we come
I'm
back.
nervous for you right now.
We come back from Germany, and we're finally on our last flight. I think it was from like JFK to New Orleans. So I'm like, yes, we're so like home stretch. We're right there. It's supposed to be like a 2.5 hour flight. We walk onto this plane, and it's just me and Taryn in the first row. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we may actually have our own row. So she sits aisle, I'm in the middle. And then this guy comes walking on the plane. He walks past me, and we're like, oh, normal, like all fine. And then all of a sudden, within like 30 seconds of this man sitting next to me, I'm like, Taryn, what does that smell? I'm like, is that
starts
us?
smelling
I'm like, yeah,
herself.
because we had been traveling. It had been like
Yeah.
a long, probably like 20+ hour travel day up to this point. And I'm like, that cannot be us. Like, do you smell that? And we start dying laughing. I'm like into her shoulder, like, oh my gosh, like this is hilarious. The people behind us, we can like hear them laughing because they know what we're smelling because they smell it. They literally tap me on the shoulder in between the little crease in between the seats, tap me on the shoulder, and they hand me a mask. And they're like, do you want this? And at the
Like a
time,
COVID mask.
like literally a COVID mask. They both had masks on. And at the time, I was like, oh no, I'm good. I should have taken the
Yeah,
mask.
30 minutes later,
I told you to
miserable.
take the mask.
I should have taken the mask because, like, no joke, it was hilarious for the first 30 minutes of like, this is just because I'm literally like sitting like the guys
top
over here.
of
I'm
me.
Yeah.
like sitting on top of her, like trying to like not smell it. I'm like in my like shirts, like in me. That happened for.
And she's laughing like this.
She is the entire time. The entire time.
Way worse. I about peed my pants.
So we got delayed and had to sit on the plane for like an extended period of time before we even took off. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't do it. I'm like, I cannot do it. It was starting to like make me like nauseated. Like it's
You're sweating. It's uncomfortable.
So I can't even describe the scent. It smelled so bad. I was literally anything else in the plane. I was like, I need different smells. Like whatever you got, just give me smells.
She would go and like put lip balm or like chapstick or whatever
Just
on
have
her
the
lips,
smell.
and then she would like put it in her nostrils.
I was like anything. I'm telling you, I was putting whatever on my nose just to
She
get different
sprayed
smells.
deodorant on her finger and like laid like this, like sat like this.
Oh my God.
Like I'm not
It's
even
that
joking.
bad.
It was.
So this man might have defecated himself, or is this like body odor? We
It's-
don't know.
It's and then
It's
he reaches over
Oh,
for
they
the
were-
snack
yeah,
tray. I was
no.
like, don't give him a snack.
No.
No snack. No
No,
snack.
Hand it to us.
I literally was like,
And he was like, let me see. It reaches over both of us, and I was like,
but yeah, like I was getting sick, and she is just like laughing hysterically. So by the end of the plane ride, anytime she would laugh, I was giving her daggers. I was like, this is not funny anymore. I was like, I'm over it.
This is where our friendship ends.
Yeah, it really was. And then she just so happened about on our descent down, like 15 minutes left, she was like, oh my goodness, I have perfume in here. So I literally sprayed perfume like all on this finger, and I'm just like this the entire, and it actually helped.
she
like,
just
all
said like this.
Just inhaling perfume into your nose. It's probably good for your brain. You guys are getting ready to go to compete in Chicago, and
She can't even. Yeah.
Yeah, it
brain
was.
cells just killed.
It was bad. I'm like traumatized thinking about it.
So on the bright side, we're still friends.
Yeah, we're still
We're
friends.
still friends.
But
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
winning helps that, right? You guys went to Chicago and won. That's good.
yeah, winning heals all.
Yeah. What kind of social awareness do some people not have, right? You're completely turned, spraying things all over. People are, come on, dude. Can
Yeah.
we? I don't know, but I guess maybe that's why he smells like that. You know,
He
just
had
doesn't
to
know.
have smelled himself. Like there's no way. That was
You know when you like smell bad and like you like know
Yeah,
you like
exactly.
you just
Yep.
kind of like stay in your zone
Yep.
and you don't move.
Yeah, it's called
like
it's awareness. Yeah.
he was like
He was the most fidgety guy.
He's like, oh wow, this is great that this girl's leaning over here. I got all this room.
Yeah.
I can spread
Yeah.
out. And you're like, no, that's the worst thing.
like actually no.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah. Anyway, wow. Yeah. So
Glad
then you
that's
guys
over.
wait. So that was on the flight to Chicago, or just back from Germany?
That was
Back from Germany.
Okay. And the journey went. You guys played in Germany, then came back here for a week and a half, right, or something like that.
I don't even know if it was a week.
I don't even know.
It was
I don't
like
think
4
so.
days.
Yeah. Not even a full week. And then
I just like putting that on record because it blows my mind. All
Thank
the time.
you.
Yeah,
I
like, it's
appreciate
crazy.
that. Yeah, we show up to practice after a tournament or event or like a long travel day.
Yeah.
And Drew just looks at us. He's like, it's a no-go, isn't it? And he just like, he really slows practice down a lot. And he understands that our bodies are still trying to recover. So
Right.
it's nice that he's not yelling at us, and he's very understanding, and he like puts together drills or movements that we can actually do.
yeah, if people came out to our practice after a like win or a tournament, the first day back, they would think we were like 100% not professionals, like just
Like
amateurs.
Yeah.
first day on the sand, can't even walk.
It's
Probably
so
like
bad.
walkthroughs for the football team on Mondays after
Yeah.
Sunday, right? You just got your body beaten up, and it's like, all right, we're gonna slowly look at some film and maybe step on the field, you know, like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yep,
But that's a
pretty
good
much.
coach. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why he is what he is, and why you guys do what you do. So, and then you went to Chicago. So we were talking before. You guys got your own hotel rooms too. That's pretty cool. Tell me about that. That's a cool. I'm just talking about milestone events, right? Like this is cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you, AVP, for giving us our own. Okay, so anyway, we show up in Chicago, and we always fly together. We always travel together. We always show up together. So we're going to check in, and Kristen was the only one checking in. I think I had to go to the bathroom, so I had like all the bags or something. I don't really know. So only Kristen was up there. She gave them her ID. She checked in. We had to get upstairs and drop off our bags before we went to lunch with one of my family members. Actually, a couple of them. Anyway, we get into the room, and there's one bed. And I was like, something happened. I don't know what happened, but we got to figure this out.
Yeah.
She goes back downstairs. She's like trying to figure out why we have one king bed for both of us to stay in. And I was so confused. We went to breakfast anyway because we were like, food's way more important than this hotel room. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, the lady at the front desk was like, no, and there's 2 reservations, Kloth and Nuss, and they're under the AVP. I don't know what to tell you. Like, maybe contact the AVP. That's all. Like, we don't have any other double beds in a one room.
Yeah.
She was like, so just contact the AVP.
So I contacted the AVP and I was talking to Josh and he was like, oh yeah, congrats. You guys, you both, they don't have any double beds. So you guys both get your own king bedroom.
Well, that's what happened when you're the 1 seed. That's what we found. When you're the 1 seed going into the tournament,
Yeah, it makes sense.
you get your own room with a king bed.
That's cool.
And it was the saddest moment because we never stay apart at tournaments.
Most
I
people
mean, we
are
always,
thrilled.
most
Yeah.
people are thrilled.
Right.
And I was like, can you get us in a conjoining room? And she's like, sorry, there's none of those left. And I was like, well, can we be right next to each other? So we got hotel rooms, but they were right next to
So they accommodated that. They were like, okay,
I
these
think your
girls.
mom got a picture of both of us standing by our doors.
Yeah,
with,
my mom came to do treatment and we were both standing outside of our doors talking. And she was like, oh my gosh, is this so weird for you guys? So she, of course, had to document it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like a little superstitious, a little bit, just because it was like we literally never.
Yeah.
The only time we have not stayed in the same room was I think our first year of Manhattan Beach, second year of Manhattan Beach, and I think we did not play very well. So it was like the rest of that year we were like, this can never happen. This can never happen again. So literally we had our own rooms, but when it was time to go to sleep, we came and we would stay in. It was a king bed, so there was a lot of room. So we literally came and we would sleep in the same bed.
That's incredible.
we had a
Wait, for
sleepover.
this Chicago trip?
Yeah.
I love that
She
though.
texted me, she's like, sleepover at my place. And so I just walk outside my hotel room.
But hey, I think it worked out well. I mean,
I'm
you don't want
all
to
for
mess. You don't want to
superstition.
mess with. Yeah.
I am the most superstitious. To the point where I was sitting at your games, when you guys, I was like, yeah, I'm all the same stuff. So I'm the same way. I totally get it. So
Yeah.
I can't say I've shared a bed with a guy because of superstition, but I can understand you
That
guys are
makes
different.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's different. We're bigger, we're taller, and a lot of people. Well, maybe not taller. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't take up very much room. We're
Yeah,
good.
that's good. That's it. I was gonna say.
But it was nice. We had our own space of when we had to shower, we didn't have to rock, paper, scissors to see who had to go first. When we were getting ready, we both had our own bathrooms. It was really nice. And then
Just nighttime.
yeah. And we were knocking on the wall to communicate with each other.
One
We were
tap
on
means this.
FaceTime and we're like, hey, what are you doing? And it's just so weird because spending 24/7 for the last 3 years with somebody and then being separated, even when I go home or when we do get separated for a day or two,
It's weird. You're lost. You don't feel right.
yeah.
Everything, the balance is off.
Yeah.
It's wild.
That's amazing. You guys
We're
are the
weird.
best.
Yeah.
No, but no, it's not. That's what, again, I keep saying the same things over and over again, but it's what people are attracted to. It's what you guys, what makes you guys you, and why you guys have the fan base you do and all that stuff. So we'll probably wrap this episode up here in a couple minutes, but before that, I want to talk a little bit about the shoes, the team, some
Oh,
of the
the
things you guys
kicks.
got going on. What is that?
They are our team shoes. So we both have them, and then Drew, our coach, and his wife Mary, and we have our team shoe. And whenever we go to dinner, we have a team dinner night, or that we go over to their house and they make us dinner. We're always all wearing our shoe.
I love it.
Yeah. We're shoe people, but
They're
Drew and Mary
shoe
take it to
people.
the next
they
level.
do.
So it was only fitting that we had a team shoe.
It's also the Familia collection because it is a family.
It is. I love it. Well, that's what you guys are, and we're talking about a little bit of the TKN. We're talking about family. TKN Nation shirts are coming out, right? So talk to me a little bit about that. And
Yeah,
what we might
just
be doing.
similar to a Chicago type shirt, but we are making some TKN Nation shirts because that's kind of just taking off, and it really is a nation of support that we get, and we are just so incredibly thankful. So yeah, it's why not throw it on a shirt and have people rep it?
I want to throw everything on the shirt. All the phrases, back to backs. Maybe a picture of everybody jumping into the lake together. That was fun, huh?
That was wild.
There was
Oh
a
my
tunnel of people.
I skipped the tunnel.
You're probably too.
Yeah,
mean.
because you
Well,
just went
okay,
running.
I
Really
just
close
don't
line.
even know what I think after games, but there was a tunnel and everybody, I was like, why is there blockade? I'm going to go the other way. So I ran between people and they're like, Taryn. I was like, oh my gosh, I'll be right back.
Wait, hold up on the lake thing. I don't know how long it's going, but we take like the big group picture, the like TKN Nation picture, and then I hop up and I'm like, let's go to the lake. And I just go running. I'm running. And all of a sudden I like turn around and I see no one is following me. I'm like, where is everyone? Like, I think everyone like not even ran. They walked slower to the lake than like a normal walk. I was like, why did no one follow me? I'm like, come on. I was like so excited. And there's literally a video of me just like yelling it, like, let's go to the lake. And literally, I tell you, I like turned around and I was like, no one is following me. This is awkward. Like, what do I do now?
Wait, really quick, tell the story of the woman in the lake.
Oh my goodness,
like,
yeah.
No one
so we all eventually, when everyone decided to
eventually
make their way over to the lake.
Yeah.
And everyone goes like running in, and the lake is pretty packed. I mean, it's like Labor Day weekend, so everyone's out on the beach in the water, and so we all just like go jumping in. We start like splashing, and there's this like middle-aged woman who like comes over and she just starts like splashing and everything. She's like, I don't even know what we're cheering for, but woo, this is awesome. It was just like so funny.
Stop it. Stop. Like this a random lady was
Just
like,
so-
this looks fun.
I don't even know what we're celebrating, but I love it.
She's like splashing people. She's like, this is just so awesome.
Like, all right, yeah, let's splash.
It was so funny. It's just
But
like,
it's crazy. People are just attracted to like the fun or
It's
like
good
the energy.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there was just a giant herd of people just like
True.
jumping in with their clothes on and whatnot. So it was funny. But that was hilarious.
That is hilarious. But that's it. People love it. They want to be part of the crew. That's it.
Yeah.
She's part of TKN Nation now.
Yeah, now she is. We got to get her a T-shirt. We'll send it to her. She got her address and been like, yo, we're going to send you a shirt. You need one. You're all the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so what's the next trip? Where are you guys heading to after this? What's
Paris. In
Paris.
I guess like a week and a half.
week and a half?
Yeah.
Let's go. What's out there? So it's just another FIVB.
Another Elite 16.
Another Elite 16.
Yep,
Nice.
top level.
Another Olympic
Yeah, we get
qualification
to
event?
play at Roland Garros, which is a really sick venue. It's not actually normally. I think the year before the Olympics, where the host site is, they try to play like where the venue will be, but I don't think they were able to build it in enough time in front of the Eiffel Tower. So we'll settle with Roland Garros.
Is that where the Olympics will be played, or is that completely different? I'm clueless.
The Olympics, the beach volleyball court is set right underneath the Eiffel
Stop
Tower.
it.
I'm dead serious. It's the cover of my phone. It has been for a year
Manifestation.
or
Yep.
two. It is
Manifesting it.
unbelievable. But yeah, wait, somebody was just in Paris and they said that they were starting to build all of the Olympic events and
I believe it because I watch CNBC a lot, just like the Stock Channel and Shark Tank and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of commercials for the Paris Olympics already, I'm like, this thing is 8 months away,
Yep.
9 months away, whatever. I don't even know. But I mean, I love it. So I'm here for
Wild.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm here for it.
All right. Till episode 4. See you guys next time.
Oh,
See you
See ya.
later.
we out.